On the news tonight, President Tinubu inaugurates Apowasa Road, counts it as a broader infrastructure agenda of the administration. And federal government hands over CNG facilities to Nigerian Railway Corporation. Glad to have you join us on the 7 p.m. news on Nta Channel 5, Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Abdullah Hajja with the news. Let's begin for the religious circle. Living a righteous life that demonstrates being trustworthy, morally upright, and free from all forms of iniquities, Deputy Imam of the Anwarul Huda League of Nigerian Mosque, Ustaz Abdul Jalil Kelani, in his Jumat sermon says, is the teachings and guidance of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to mankind. Yours sincerely reports. Ustaz Abdul Jalil Kelani's sermon touches on a number of issues, from socio-economic to spirituality. In his admonition to the congregation, the Imam says every Muslim should uphold trust, justice, welfare for the less privileged, and moral education.
The issues that we have are like the issue of rising cost of living, inflation, and also even insecurity and loss of life and property. So this is the summary, and that the solution that Islam proffers is that there should be amana, there should be trust, there should be accountability, and that when people are put in positions of authority, they should act accordingly. They should not try to enrich themselves, but act to benefit the society. So that is what Islam preaches.
Both leaders and followers, the clerics said, must work together towards realizing national goals and aspirations, while urging them to desist from all evils.
We also warned the Ummah about deviant groups that parade as if they are Muslims, but they're actually antithetical. Their practice is antithetical to the practice of Islam. They claim to be conjuring or to be consulting spirits and the jinns, whereas Islam forbids us from actually consulting jinns. So we also prayed for Nigeria. We prayed for our leader, President Ahmed Tinubu, for Allah to guide him and all his cabinet members, that they will succeed, because when they succeed, Nigeria succeeds, and we pray for all of ourselves to let Allah continue with each and every one of us.
Using the Jumat as a point of prayer, the congregation asked Allah to intervene in the challenges before man. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia. Away from that, parts of the federal government's efforts to revolutionize the Nigerian Railway Corporation, and is in line with this that the federal government has taken a bold step towards a sustainable transportation with the handing over of CNG buses and unveiling of CNG branded coach. Hawagimba reports that the chief executive for Presidential Initiative on CNG, Michael Luagbemi, handed over the facility to the corporation on behalf of the federal government.
In a landmark move towards sustainable and eco-friendly transportation, the federal government has taken a bold step with the official handover of a compressed natural gas CNG-powered bus and the unveiling of a branded new coach. The event reflects on a significant milestone in Nigerians' quest for cleaner energy solutions in the transport sector, offering a co-effective and environmental conscious alternative to conventional fuel systems. The Chief Executive Presidential Initiative on Compressed Natural Gas, Michael Oluwagbemi, says is part of the renewed hope agenda on transforming the transport sector.
The vision of Mr. President for the development of Nigeria is about modernizing our economy. It's about reforming this economy. And if we want to leap forward as a people, either in terms of economic development, economic growth, and opportunities for our people, then we must modernize.
I have to think technologically and see how I can innovate and support and complement their work.
The managing director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation, Kayode Okpeifa, officially received the keys to the buses, describing the initiative as a game changer that aligns with the federal government's commitment to green transportation and energy transition.
Is to exchange diesel as a form of energy security, energy diversification. Let's use CNG.
This introduction of CNG-powered bus and the unveiling of a new coach by the NRC marks a bold step towards sustainable public transportation, reducing emission, cutting costs, and setting a new standard for mobility in the country. From the Idu train station in Abuja, Hawagimba, NTA News.
Provision of road network is part of the present administration's broader national infrastructure agenda for a more prosperous Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu disclosed this at the inauguration of newly constructed left-hand service carriageway of the Outer Southern Expressway Stage 2 from Ring Road 1 to Wasa Junction. Onuzi Yakubu reports.
Developed in phases, the left-hand service carriageway of the Outer Southern Expressway from the Ring Road 1 to Wasa Junction is the Stage 2 of the project. Awarded in 2017, the 15-kilometer 10-lane expressway traverses different communities, easing traffic congestion. FCT Minister Yesen Wike says the road will be dualized, while the Apple traders will be adequately relocated. He commends the President and the National Assembly for their support in ensuring the provision of critical infrastructure for the residents.
As I speak to you, I promise the traders, where we are sitting now, we are going to dualize this road. We are going to dualize it. So to finally kill any of our traffic in this area. Two, we have told the mechanics here, they said since 2011, they have promised them they will relocate them, they will do this. Ours will not be promised. Ours is that we are going to do it. And the president, we are not only going to do it, I will supervise it, I will chair the relocation.
President Bola Tinubu, represented by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, encourages the minister to maintain the momentum of transforming the capital city, describing the road projects as a pathway for economic opportunities for the residents.
The Outer Southern Expressway is Abuja's key transport backbone. It connects the city center to rapidly growing districts such as Abu, Logotoma, Gudu, Rumba, and Wasa. Over the years, population growth and residential expansion have placed increased pressure on our road networks. Today, with the commissioning of this left-hand service carriageway, we are addressing that challenge head-on.
He applauded the patience and support of the residents of the benefiting communities, advising them to protect the infrastructure being provided. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
As Batch A Stream 2 core members arrived the cosmopolitan nation's capital, they are filled with excitement and, on the other hand, nervousness, ready to explore the bustling nature of the city and with hope of integrating and adapting to new environment. Rosemary Motelenbila covered the traditional swearing-in ceremony and now reports.
Detect and shun bribery.
Detect and shun bribery.
The Batch A Stream 2 core members are ready to face the 3 weeks orientation exercise as government has continued to promise to create an enabling environment for them to serve. The Monday Secretary, Youth and Sport Development Secretariat, who also double up as Chairman NYSC FCT Governing Board, Lawal Kolo Gadam, says the government will not relent in providing them with all the necessary support for a successful and a seamless service year.
I therefore implore you to remain compliant with the camp rules and regulations and the oath of allegiance to which you have just sworn. You must distance yourself from social vices such as cultism and drug abuses. You are advised to be security conscious at all times, and I assure you that your security is also top priority of the government.
The NYSC FCT coordinator, Samson Ateli, encouraged the corps members to focus more on the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development. Said,
I urge you to make up your minds to learn a skill during and after this orientation course. You are therefore advised to continue to comport yourself in a disciplined and orderly manner, as actions detrimental to the image of the scheme, such as drug abuse, financial crimes, and other social vices, are highly discouraged and unacceptable, while in camp and in the course of the service year.
Chief Judge of FCT, Honorable Justice Usaini Baba Yusuf, represented by Justice Nwanso Hieme, swears in 5,090 corps members. Rosemary Mortelen Bilal, NTA News.
Meanwhile, National Youth Service Corps members deployed to Nasarawa State have been urged to be patriotic, law-abiding, and committed to the ideals of the scheme. Governor Abdullahi Sule stated this in a message during the opening ceremony of 2025 Batch A Stream 2 orientation exercise at Magaji Denya Musa Permanent Orientation Camp in Kefi. Christia Yawa reports.
Regards fellow Nigerians as my brothers and sisters.
That was the oath of allegiance by the 2,358 Youth Corps members deployed to the Nasarawa State for 1 year mandatory service, which was administered by Justice Abdullahi Shamshema. Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule reminded the Corps members of the need for them to be dedicated while building a brighter future for themselves, and harp on the importance of acquiring skills to enhance their values in the labor market.
I assure you of our commitment to continue to improve and sustain the welfare of corps members in the state.
NYSC State Coordinator Salamatu Mohammed urged them to take the 3-week orientation exercise seriously, as they are designed to prepare them for the service year and beyond.
The orientation course that we are having here is not just a routine exercise. It is a program well packaged and designed to acquaint the corps members with the values and objectives of the NYSC Corps, of the NYSC scheme.
Corps members expressed their readiness to serve diligently.
They've been training us, and at the same time they are being gentle with us also, so it's good.
I feel very comfortable being posted here. It has always been my dream to serve Nasarawa State.
I kind of like it because of the experience I'm having, meeting a lot of new people.
In addition to the skills acquisition and entrepreneurship development programs, the corps members are expected to participate in physical dress and intellectual lectures during their 3-week stay in the camp. Meanwhile, the Director General NYSC Brigadier General Olakunle Oluseyin Nafiu had addressed the corps members on patriotism, discipline, and hard work. From Kefi, Christy Ayagwa Adaji, NTA News.
Education is the key to unlocking potentials. Therefore, a non-profit organization is dedicated to making a difference by showing its willingness to build a vibrant and supportive educational system in the country. The Al-Wasila Charitable Foundation is promoting educational excellence with a special focus on mathematics and supporting students in need. Hawagimba brings us details of the competition that marked a new beginning for the foundation.
As Al-Wasila Charitable Foundation bold steps are being taken to make a lasting impact. The foundation is championing educational excellence with a special emphasis on mathematics and sports while extending support to students for undeserved communities. In a bid to inspire academic achievement and foster a love for learning, the foundation organized a mathematics competition signaling a new beginning in its mission to promote inclusive and quality education.
For anyone to think about putting this together just to cater for the less privileged in our society is a noble cause indeed, and it is worth giving all the support.
She has, in her benevolence, sponsored many children through schools who are not hers or from her extended family. Her interest in education for all children extends to children that she picks from orphanages, those children who have lost their breadwinners.
This is what Nigeria needs at the moment. We can't put everything on the government. We as the people have to put the onus on ourselves to ensure that one way or the other we have to be part of Nigeria's progress.
Founder Dr. Wasilat Shitu emphasized that the initiative is born out of a passion to bridge educational gaps and empower students, particularly those who lack access to basic learning resources.
And with God, everything is possible. I'm a very prayerful person and I believe we are going national. But right now we started with Karo and Kubwa because that's where we have the schools and those children we can take in for scholarship.
I feel really elated. I want to say a big thank you for this opportunity to exhibit one's talent. I feel very excited and happy. I feel very excited.
I feel great, excited and happy. I feel very grateful that I was able to learn enough to pass the exam.
The event also featured a drama presentation by pupils of Prime Scholars School showcasing the values of unity, peace and national togetherness, underscoring the wider role of education in shaping a harmonious society.
If you can help me, I'll make sure you are handsomely rewarded.
As the foundation charts a new career.
I am Oluremi Tinubu, the global and national Stop TB champion. Many people have asked why I've chosen to champion the fight against a disease like tuberculosis. My reason stems from a deep personal experience. I once had a friend who unfortunately fell ill and concealed the nature of his sickness until it was too late. Eventually, after he passed, we discovered he had tuberculosis. Sadly, due to the stigma and discrimination surrounding the disease, he would not speak up or seek for help. His death was a painful reminder that we could have intervened and saved a life if only cannot infect others. I call on all stakeholders, especially the private sector, to join us in the fight to end TB in Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference. Remember, TB anywhere is TB everywhere. End TB by 2030. Yes, we can.
Let's talk sports now. Donating blood to save lives has been re-emphasized as a great public service required of all. Director General of the National Blood Service Agency, Professor Sale Yubuda, stated this during a novelty football match at the Old Parade Ground, Garki, Abuja, ahead of this year's commemoration of the World Blood Donor Day. Yours sincerely reports of the excitement and moments.
With a series of activities lined up to commemorate this year's World Blood Donor Day, this novelty football match between the National Blood Service Agency, NBSA, and its partners was organized for several reasons. First, to create more awareness on the World Blood Donor Day. celebrated every 14th June, and to also strengthen collaboration with partners while staying healthy.
The aim of this novelty match is to bring the partners together, to bring the sportsmanship together, so that at least we'll encourage ourselves to come out and be donating blood. So I really want to appreciate all our partners for coming out en masse. I am encouraging everybody to come out and be donating blood. Why are we doing that? Because blood is in the country as well. There are so many conditions that will warrant blood transfer. And unfortunately in Nigeria, we are short of our supply of blood.
With a friendly hostility in the football pitch, Team NBSA took the lead twice before a more resilient team partners came from behind to win 3-2, emerging champions of the match.
The winner of the novelty match, the National Service Agency, and the DG is handing over the trophy.
In less than a month, in FCT alone, we are supporting the commission with a media drive of 10,000 units of blood. So I am saying to all Nigerians, if we have centers across the nation, go out and donate, save blood, and you are saving somebody.
The organizers used the occasion to remind all of the importance of voluntary blood donation, which they say is in short supply in the country.
That has been the English version of the news. Up next is the translations. Do stay with us. Good evening.
Yuzo kwawe wona na iwo abada natuko ishanda yezuma woni ye wagoba ngai zokoluko ji nanu eitinye ko belonu abo gwamnati ce nalami akpakaleya onko yele kwa ji na baige azaba ko fafa no abaji nanu eitinye oneze yakubu wale sheba we be na bedai wa gange shinpaye da nu pokun yako gosu na pabion woni da de nsai wo be gin we gu zokoluko ya ce apo wasanya no ajin no ampe afunyan abaga tntienu zokoya no eye gunyumonwa no akuko ga afun minister kinzin dan ya so uke we ku sambarkaci kituko da majin wo galo nchedon wace na bage aje tuntun ko zan she atepma kwaji gwamnati mputai lalo kwasha aba aje na bage awoko fafa nsapa oyakiya bedonu asapa aje nanu eikiye kwen hawa jimba wale sheba we be nu abedai wa gange gabie peje beweje ya no gwamnati atuntun jimba no ayoge market olu gbemi woku amatoga sapa oyakiya mbata jin apmalo no petroleyun ama ba jin apmalo ngas inu woto zejibon we la ogbega nge aya apmajin no oyakiya we no atabe shin guyan no gwamnati aputa zanzan antna chejeti to mbobo idnan ko onwu tokotoko ama hejin gaichia nanu onyize Abdullahi Ajiya wa gange shokofwe no majin no ansaru huda aslaji yakun no ayo shokofwe no Abdul Jelin Kilani wa gange abo amanai awuwi enchedo enfednai no shokofwe no Muhammad no zafun kunsunle we bewu owo awi we la osalaboye we wu ye pia nko go ozawo shin salaji na bai wa jin wo gbo ayan mamanai ensu nko beleyin akushoko yiwe na baige abo abyeyi nanu eitinye omaje oza nshoko asu nko na iwe abowe na bo awewe aje saizu
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan lokaci ga fasaran takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Shuaibu Onoze Yakubu. Shugaban ƙasa Bola Tinubu ya kaddamar da hanyar nan ta gefen hagu na daga Apo zuwa shataletale na wasa. Wannan hanyar dai an ba da kwangilanta ne a cikin shekara 2017 ne, wanda ministan birnin tarayya Abuja Nyesom Wike ya yi sanadiyan kammala ta. Shugaban ƙasa Bola Tinubu, wanda shugaban majalisar dattawa Senator Godswill Akpabio ya wakilta, ya yaba da rawa da ministan Abuja ke takawa wurin inganta rayuwar jama'a na birnin ta hanyar samar musu kayayyakin more rayuwa. Ministan Abuja Nyesom Wike ya sha alwashin kammala babban titin Apo zuwa wasa da kuma samun wa 'yan kasuwan Apo da sabon matsuguni na cin kasuwancinsu. Ma'aikata da ke kula da harkokin jiragen ƙasa wato NRC sun sami tallafi daga gwamnatin tarayya, inda aka tallafa musu da motoci kiran bus da ke amfani da man iska na gas na zamani, wanda kuma ya har da jirgin ƙasa. Wakiliyarmu Hawa Gimba ce ta kawo mana wannan rahoto, inda ta ce shugaban ma'aikata na falon shugaban ƙasa Michael Oluwagbemi shi ne ya mika waɗannan motoci kiran bus da jirgin ƙasa a madadin gwamnatin tarayya. Mataimakin limamin masallacin Juma'a na Anwarul Huda, Ustaz Abdul Jalil Kelani, a cikin hutuban sallan Juma'a na yau ya jaddada cewa yin gaskiya, riƙon amana da kiyaye mugun ɗabi'u shine koyin Annabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, wanda ake bukata ya zama abun koyi da musulmai baki ɗaya. Abdullahi Ajiya shi ya kawo mana wannan labarin tunatarwa, wanda shine a kunshe cikin hutuban sallan Juma'a na yau, wanda Ustaz Kelani ya jagorta. Jama'a, abin da ya sauka kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
oge akụwa kena n'Igbo, aha mbụ nwoke afọ Chisom. Na nke abalị a, inwezi okporo ụzọ bụ ihe ọrụ gbapụtara ihe ọchịchị dị ugbu a ji kpọrọ ihe iji hụ na Naịjirịa na-aga n'iru. Onyeisiala Bola Tinubu mere ka nke a pụta ihe n'oge ọ na-agbaghe okporo ụzọ mpaghara aka ekpe nke malitere n'ahịrị mbụ banye n'ebe nkwụsịtụ nke obodo Wasabo, nke e nyere ọrụ ngo ya n'afọ 2017 gara aga. Ụmụzi Yakubu batara anyị akọ na ọ bụ onye isi oche ụlọ nzukọ omeiwu ukwu ala anyị Godswill Akpabio nọchitere anya onye isi ala, ebe ọ nọrọ kelee onye ọchị na-elekọta obodo abụ FCT Nyesom Wike maka mbọ ya n'ebe ihe ọrụ ndị ya nọ. Ọchịchị ala anyị bụ Naịjirịa na-agba mbọ ịhụ na ịnwogharịrị njem ụgbọ oloko ala anyị site na nkwalite usoro ime njem ma nyefee ụgbọala na ụgbọ oloko a na-eji mmanụ ikuku bekee akpọrọ CNG akwọ n'aka ụlọ ọrụ ụgbọ oloko ala anyị. Ọ bụ onye isi ụlọ ọrụ onye isi ala na-ahụ maka mmanụ ikuku bekee abụ CNG Michael Olawagbemi nyefere ụgbọala n'aka ndị ụlọ ọrụ a. Osote Imam Mosque nke Awar Huda League nke Nigeria, Ustaz Abdul Jalil Kelani, na-ekwu na ibi ndụ ezi omume bụ nke na-egosipụta nkwenyere ezi ọzọ ma pụọ na mmehie ọbụla, bụ ozizi na ntụziaka nke onye ama Mohammed ka udo dịrị ya nyere ihe akpọrọ mmadụ. Ustaz Kelani n'oge ọnọdụ n'ekpere Jumat nke taa nọrọ ebe ahụ kpọkuo ndị ọchị na ndị ha na-edu ka ha jikọọ aka ọnụ iji mezuo nkwa nke ala anyị. Ọ bụ otu akọ anyị nọ na nke abalị a. Ndewo.
Thank you.